Hello and welcome to your April 2025 real estate update for Chino, Chino Hills, and San Bernardino County. Hi, I am your host Thomas Ryan with Thomas Ryan Real Estate. I am a Southern California real estate agent based in Chino, California, with a reach and pulse on all 5 Southern California counties. Today we have an insightful video for you based upon the previous month's market activities. In these monthly market updates, we will bring you information, statistics, as well as my personal insights on what's going on in the real estate market, with the ultimate goal of keeping you well informed about our local real estate market. As always, we will hear from Loan Officer Benny Rabishin, and he will bring to us his monthly mortgage update, keeping us updated on mortgage rates and what we can expect in the months ahead. Should you have any additional questions about the real estate market in general, your specific property, or if you have aspirations of buying or selling a home, always feel free to reach out to me directly at 909-334-2049, or you can find me on all the social media sites. Just search Thomas Ryan Real Estate. All right, without further ado, let's get into the update. We are now in the thick of the spring housing market, and it is a time ripe with more homes becoming available for sale. Is that what's happening in our area? Let's take a look. In San Bernardino County, the active listings jumped from 6,040 in March to 6,579 in April. In Chino, from 156 to 190. And in Chino Hills, inventory climbed by 12 active listings from 76 to 98. As expected for the spring season, active listings surged in all markets. San Bernardino County saw a notable jump of over 500 homes, while Chino and Chino Hills experienced solid inventory growth. This upswing signals greater opportunities for buyers and a more competitive landscape for home sellers. Last month, despite active listings being up across the board, we saw some differences with regards to the closed sales. Let's go ahead and take a look at the closed sales for this month for Chino, Chino Hills, and San Bernardino County. Year over year, San Bernardino County saw an almost 4% increase in closed sales, and Chino saw a 40% increase. At the same time, Chino Hills saw an almost 16% decrease in closed sales. Comparing these stats to the month-over-month numbers, San Bernardino County as a whole was the only group to see an increase in sales, while Chino and Chino Hills saw decreases as compared to March. Despite rising inventory, closed sales activity was mixed. San Bernardino County as a whole saw growth both year over year and month over month, while both Chino and Chino Hills saw month over month slowdowns. This suggests that while more homes are hitting the market, buyer activity may be slowing or pausing in some of our local areas. With the closed sales numbers decreasing compared to last month in Chino and Chino Hills, we may expect the median days on market to be affected and see a slight increase. Let's go ahead and take a look. San Bernardino County median days on market actually decreased from 24 days to 22 days. Chino increased from 17 to 22 days, and Chino Hills came down just 1 day from 13 days to 12 days on market. Despite this dip in closed sales in Chino and Chino Hills, the median days on market continues to remain relatively low, rising slightly in Chino but decreasing in San Bernardino County and Chino Hills. This suggests that while buyer activity may have cooled very briefly, homes are still selling at a quick pace, suggesting continued growth. The median price per square foot is a valuable metric for analyzing the housing market because it standardizes home values across different property sizes, offering a clearer picture on pricing trends. Let's take a look at the median price per square foot for Chino, Chino Hills, and San Bernardino County. Year over year, all sectors saw modest increases in the median price per square foot. San Bernardino County with a 1.8% increase, Chino with a 4.9% increase, and Chino Hills a 4.4% increase. Compared to April, however, these results were all over the board, with Chino seeing a modest 5% decrease, Chino Hills a 9% increase, and San Bernardino County remaining exactly the same. Year-over-year gains in median price per square foot across all sectors reflect steady, long-term appreciation. However, the mixed month-over-month results suggest short-term fluctuations, probably spurred on by national influence. And now the question that every homeowner truly cares about: what is the value of my home, and is it going up or is it going down? Let's take a look at the median sale price for Chino, Chino Hills, and San Bernardino County. Compared to March of this year, Chino Hills was the only group to see an increase in sale price up to $1,175,000. Chino decreased from $764,000 to $726,000, and San Bernardino County dropped $5,000 from $545,000 to $540,000. Compared to this time last year, Chino Hills and San Bernardino County saw median sale price increases, while Chino saw a very slim 1.5% decrease. Chino Hills continues to see strong upward momentum in median sale price, both month over month and year over year, signaling high buyer demand over a long period of time. In contrast, Chino and San Bernardino County saw slight declines, possibly suggesting a stabilization in these areas or higher buyer sensitivity to these higher prices. As the talks continue about tariffs and fluctuations in the stock market, the question that everybody's asking is what's going on with mortgage rates? And to answer that question, today we have Benny Rabishin. Take it away, Benny.
Hey, Thomas, thanks. So listen, let me jump right into, where we're at, and I can't believe we're coming on almost halfway through 2025. Now, historically speaking, this would be what we would consider our busiest time in real estate is spring and summer. I'm seeing that on my end. I'm seeing some activity pick up. When it comes to interest rates, we've seen the volatility mainly when it comes down to all of this tariff talk that really began on the first week of April. And since then, we've seen interest rates unfortunately tick up a little bit. I'm seeing right now an average 30-year fix in the high sixes and low sevens, depending on the scenario. We haven't really seen much movement up or down since this tariff talk. I think once this comes to fruition and we know what the impact of those are, we should start to see rates move a little bit. And I'm hoping that will be downwards. But for the time being, they haven't really moved much. So, it's interesting to see activity has picked up. And I don't know if that's just the seasonal, normal, what we see in real estate, or people are just succumb to the fact that interest rates are what they are. Now, what I'm seeing right now are two different buyers. Now, buyers that are sitting on the fence and waiting for interest rates to drop is one category. And the other ones are active buyers right now that are financially in a good position to be able to buy. And some just have to buy, right? No matter what market we're in, people always are going to transact in real estate, whether they need to move or for a new job, or they need to downsize or upsize. So what I'm seeing right now with my buyers that are in contract, I would say we have 11 in contract. 8 of the 11 are getting some pretty great negotiation tactics going into that. So some of them are getting all of their closing costs covered by the seller. We're seeing some decent price reductions from what the seller was asking versus what we were able to get it for. We have a couple products where we're able to get our clients a much lower than market interest rate. We have a temporary rate buy down program. I call it a seller subsidy program, where the seller gives us a good amount of credit. We're able to get our clients into an interest rate 1, 2, or 3% lower than what market rates are. And that has stirred up a lot of activity with buyers right now. You don't see that type of negotiation power when we're in a busy market. So I think while we're in this lull and some people are on the fence, people that are financially in a good position to be able to move are seeing some great deals right now. So if you're in the market to get a great deal, this is the market right now. Of course, I can shed more light on your personal situation. If you have any questions, you can reach out. But that's where we are in the market right now. I expect this trend to stay pretty busy here as we get through summer. And of course, as we go month to month with these updates, I'll keep you guys in the loop with interest rates and everything else within the market. Back to you.
Thanks so much for all of that great information, Benny. We appreciate it very much. Now, if you're wondering what it takes to get qualified for a loan, or you're ready to buy a home and you need to get pre-approved, go ahead and reach out to me and I will get you directly connected with Benny. We hope that you found this information to be super helpful. And if you did, please do us a favor and hit that like button below and consider subscribing to the Thomas Ryan Real Estate YouTube channel, or follow me on Instagram at Thomas Ryan Real Estate. Both of these things are completely free to do, and it helps me get this information out to you and others. Again, always feel free to reach out to me directly at my personal cell phone. The number is 909-334-2049, or feel free to leave a comment below, because maybe you have a question that someone else has as well, and we can all help each other at the same time. All right, until next month, have a good day.